this very special event, ISJS Conclave on Prakrit and Jain studies. So for the auspicious beginning of this event, first of all, I would like to request our research associate, Ms. Pragya Jain, to recite Navagar.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey. Please join your hands. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchinamo Yaro, Savapavappanasano, Mangalanam cha Savvesim, Padmam hoi Mangalam, Padmam hoi Mangalam, Padmam hoi Mangalam. Thank you.
Thank you. So once again, I welcome you all to this virtual platform of ISJS. I welcome my president, Dr. Suganchan Jain, our advisors, Dr. Sulekh Jain, Dr. Narendra Parson, Professor Christopher Chappell, Dr. Sulekh ji, Dr. Narendra Bhandari ji, our advisor, Professor Prakash Chandra Jain ji from Delhi. I welcome our participants of Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship Program. I welcome Dr. Anil Kumar Jain, who is joining with us from Jaipur. I welcome all the scholars, well-wishers of ISJS who are here with us from the various parts of the globe. I welcome you all. You all are known, it is known to everybody that ISJS is an institution devoted to the promotion of Jain studies in the higher education globally. But this is the half truth. The full truth is that we are doing a lot of work in the field of Prakrit language and literature. Actually, we have organized this event to let our well-wishers, to let our ISJS global family know that what we are doing right now in the field of Jainology and the Prakrit studies, how we are serving academic community in India and abroad. You know, through our summer programs, our effort is to provide a chance to our participants for experiential learning of Jainism. But it is fact that through these short-term courses, during the 3 weeks and 5-week programs, it is not possible to build a cadre of scholars who are able to decode the message, who are able to decode the sutras depicted in our ancient scriptures, our Jain scriptures. So, you know, so many translations are available in various languages. But if you have to access the original message of the scriptures, it is must to know that language. We all know that the language is Prakrit, in which the message of Ahimsa, Satyasya, Brahmacharya, Parigraha, and so many things are depicted in the original scriptures. So in 2019, we decided to offer a program on Prakrit studies. So under the able guidance of our founders, Dr. Sugan Jain and Dr. Sulekh Jain. And with the help of our advisor like Dr. Jaswant Modi, first time in 2019, we offer 9-month Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship program. But unfortunately, due to COVID pandemic, we could not complete this program. And when we started the process, so to prepare the course module, we consulted the scholar staff, most scholars in India like Professor Prem Suman Jain, Professor Dinanath Sharma, Professor Jagatram Bhattacharya, and our own Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh. With the help of these scholars, we prepared a course module. And again, in 2021, we offered this program. And today, we organized a Viva Voce for our 4th Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship program. So, till date, I think 15 scholars, or you can say students, have been benefited by this program. And one important thing is that through this program, our objective is to prepare a group of scholars, teachers who can teach them, who can teach their next generation, the students, and to make them able to read, write, and translate Prakrit scriptures. So with this objective, we started this Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship Program. While organizing this fellowship program, we felt that Prakrit grammar in English is essential. So we started translation of Siddhem Sabdanusasan, and Professor Ashok Kumar Singh translated this book. Very soon this book will be in hand. We are in the process of editing. And then we realized that for the translation purposes, a dictionary must be available in English for Prakrit. So with the under the guidance of our President, Dr. Suganchan Jain, and with the help of Dr. Sulekh Ji and Dr. Jaswant Modi, we started translation of Pai Sabda Mahardo. Pai Sabda Mahardo is a Prakrit dictionary by Seth Hargobind Das, and we started translation of Pai Sabda Mahardo from Prakrit to English. Hindi translation is available. So what we are doing, we are giving English equivalent, or we are giving Sanskrit equivalent. Hindi translation is available, and we are translating this in English. So these works under the umbrella of ISJS are going. So for detail, how we are doing this, so we are doing all this work under the guidance of our own Professor Ashok Kumar Singh, who is working in this field for last 40 years. So he has dedicated his life in teaching, training, and translation of Prakrit scriptures. So I would like to request Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh to introduce the methodology. Dr. Ashok Singh.
Thank you, Dr. Snitra. Jai Jinendra, everybody. Respected Sir Dr. Suganchan Jain ji, Dr. Sulekh Jain sir, Dr. Jaswant Modi ji, Dr. Narendra Parsa, our respected Professor MNP Tiwari sir, Professor Prakash ji, Professor Chaipal, and all other dignitaries present here, and our friends. It is a matter of great pleasure and pride, both for me to be associated with the 9-month Bhagwan Mahavir program from the very beginning. The teaching of first and second BMP program of session 2019 and 2020 and 21-22 was conducted at several places in India, including Delhi, Shantiniketan, Ahmedabad, and Pune. Experiencing the difficulties in travel and even more in arranging accommodation for the short period, our management decided to conduct this program at one place, and that is at the head office, ISJS Pune. Now, from third program, 2022-23 onward, in-house faculties are teaching this program. The key text of this program of Prakrit language and literature is a famous work and most exhaustive of all the grammars is Siddha Hem Sabdanusasan with its auto commentary by Acharya Hemchand. We teach every sutra with its auto commentary and all the words given as examples for Prakrit and Abhrans, providing its grammatical analysis, its Sanskrit equivalent, and English meaning. During the process, almost over 4,000 Prakrit words are introduced to our fellows. Besides, we teach selections from the respective famous texts of the particular dialects and inscriptions. And this year we have introduced a very intensive program on Brahmi script also. And the pattern is the same. Each word of the text is explained grammatically. Its Sanskrit equivalent is provided, and its English meaning is also provided. So, and our focus is to give them exposure to our participants so that they can teach Prakrit at any level, and they are able to analyze grammatically, understand its meaning, and the relevance of their meaning in context to the genealogy. And for practice, we take every month monthly test, and time and again at regular interval, we give them exposure through the spoken Prakrit, the Prakrit verbs, and the easy adjectives, pronouns, etc. are practiced in this program. And we may say with a degree of certainty that sincere effort and generosity of our management has prepared at least a dozen sincere scholars who have become competent to work on the original texts and can teach Prakrit through English medium at any level. And this great effort on the part of our management is bound to go to cover a long distance. And I think everyone associated with this program will have satisfaction that they are doing a great service for the spreading of and promotion of genealogy in general and Prakrit and Abhrans in particular. I will also like to inform you that this year we have a thorough teaching of Abhrans portion on the pattern of, we may say that Ashtadhyayi, where each and every word is explained. And in the last, I will like to wish a bright career for our participants. And I will also like to appreciate them that the spirit they have showed during the whole course in helping mutually each other in the promotion of each other, that is recommendable. With these words, I thank my management and participants and all our colleagues for making this program a great success. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Before I invite Professor Chappell to address, I would like to mention about the achievements by our participants of Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship participants. In 2021-22, we had 3 students. So one of them was Mr. Anthony Ruda from US. After the program, he was selected as editor at Springer for Indology. And now he is pursuing MPhil from Oxford University in classical Indian religions. Second one is Trisha from JNU, Delhi. She is pursuing PhD in Jainology right now from JNU on ideas and institutions in Shwetambar tradition, 3rd century BC to 12th century BC. Third one is Pragya Jain, who is working with us. I will invite her later to introduce herself, what she is doing, how she got benefited by this program. And then the next batch, we had 2 participants. And one of them is Mr. Anbo Jain, who is here with us. Right now, he is doing PhD from SOAS London under Professor Peter Fluger. In current batch, we have 4 participants. Many of you are well known to Dr. Anahita Bose. She is a scholar of I will say many languages, not only Sanskrit and English. And I hope now she is able to read and decipher the Prakrit texts. I will also invite her to, later I will invite her. He will introduce about herself. And then Leonardo, when he came to us, even he was not able to read Devanagari. And today I saw during Viva, he was referring a book which is in Devanagari, and he was able to read. Third one is Samyak, Mr. Samyak Modi, who is from Bombay, and he is going to uh, start his PhD from University of California very soon. The fourth one is Mr. Harshit Misra from Delhi University. He just wrote a paper and we have published his paper in our journal. Our chief editor, Professor Prakrit Jain, is here with us. When I provided all the papers to our chief editor, Professor Prakrit, so I put his paper at the last. But Professor Prakrit suggested that no, please change the sequence. And he appreciated a lot. And I shared his paper with many scholars in India and abroad. And actually, we got appreciation. And he deserved actually for that appreciation. He wrote a paper on the difference between Vararuchi and Hemchandra's treatment of conjunct consonant. And after this program, he showed his interest in Jainology, and he's coming to us again for 5 weeks to attend our 5-week summer school on Jainology. So this was achievement by, I will say, by our participants, and their achievement is actually our achievement. So I appreciate the effort of our participants, and I wish a bright future ahead. Now I invite our faculty, one of the faculty members, our mentor, our guide, Professor Christopher Chappell, to address us. Professor Chappell, over to you.
Jai Janendra, it's an honor to be in your midst. Remarkable that this technology does truly allow us to connect with one another. And I want to honor our founders, Dr. Shugan Jain, Dr. Sulik Jain, of course, Dr. Jaswant Modi. So many people have been foundational to the success of this program. And as we reflect on the power of word, we know from the great philosophers that the utterance of word, the hearing of word, allows us to create the worlds that we inhabit. And as we allow the words of the Prakrit language to become part of not only our vocabulary, but the rhythm of the way we think, the way that we express, we're able to really uphold the vision of ahimsa, of anekanta, and of aparigraha. And I know that in order to learn, we have to make a new space within our brain. we need to forge new pathways. And in this case, pathways that facilitate an outlook within life that seeks always to honor and uphold. And as we will be hearing from Anahita, Leonardo, Samyak, and Harshit, and I'm so glad that Srinetra, Dr. Pandey, was able to give us a little bit of a glimpse. I think that we can really celebrate how they, like hundreds of others, have been provided an opportunity for growth through ISJS. And before we go on to the next part of the program, I also want to just lift up the memory of Dr. Bhatt, who recently passed, and honor all of the good work that he did in supporting ISJS, being with us in the Jain Mandir in Alipur, and being a stalwart at conference after conference, reminding us of the philosophical voices in the plural, the philosophical voices of India that look at things from so many different perspectives. And as we remember all of these ancestors, I think that we can take inspiration in the importance of this work. And I think that we can find some exuberance in knowing that these fine young scholars are going forth with their knowledge, and that these scholars will, like Dr. Bhatt, be able to encourage, educate, and inspire scholars of the future. So congratulations to all four. Congratulations, Dr. Pandey, for making sure that this program continues, and Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, Professor Chris, for your kind words. Yes, now I would like to request our own faculty members. As I discussed, beside our summer and winter schools and Jainology, and this BMPF program, ISJS is involved in translation of Prakrit grammar book and Pai Sabd Mahal Prakrit dictionary. So we were listening our key faculty, our advisor for Prakrit projects, Dr. Ashok Singh. So beside Dr. Ashok Singh, we have many faculty members, in-house faculty members. So first, I would like to request Ms. Pragya Jain.
Hello everyone, Jai Jain. Dr. Pandey has already introduced me as Research Associate of ISJS. I joined in 2021, and in the same year, ISJS found me eligible to be a fellow of this Bhagwan Mahavir Fellowship Program for Prakrit Studies. I joined and it completely changed my life. After that, I have started teaching at ISJS. I teach different subjects, different topics, and I taught in 2022-23 batch and 23-24 batch. And I'm proud to have such great students who are going to know about their achievement. And about Prakrit, I also belong to, I'm doing PhD from Mohanlal Sukhadia University, and my department is Jainology and Prakrit. So a lot of Prakrit things other than Jain studies. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Pragya ji. Now I would like to invite Miss Megha Kade.
Namaste, all of you. Yes, namaste, all of you. So I've joined ISJS as a research associate for dictionary project, and also I am a faculty member of BMPF. And BMPF, this project is my view to about the treatment of Prakrit grammar, and I am very thankful of our management that they gave me this opportunity to teach these in this program. So thank you. First of all, I express my gratitude, and I have passed my MA and MPhil from Pune University in Sanskrit. Also, I have completed my PG diplomas in Prakrit and Jainism, and now I'm pursuing my PhD in Prakrit also. Also, I'm a editorial member of Maharashtra State Board books for 12th, 11th and 12th Maharashtra Prakrit books. So it is very nice to teach all these students. So I taught in this program and previous program also, and it is very interesting thing. So I express my gratitude to our management. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Meghaji. Friends, as you know, to deal with the Hemchand Prakrit grammar, the knowledge of Sanskrit is essential. But Megha is trained in a way that if we have to know the fundamentals of Prakrit, only fundamentals of Prakrit, then there is no requirement of Sanskrit. So I have interested particularly Megha to prepare a short-term course for our overseas friends as well as for our Indian friends who are willing to study the fundamentals of Prakrit. So very soon we will announce a course where there is no requirement of Sanskrit to know the Prakrit language. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Mukesh Mehta. Mukesh ji.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey. Hello, everyone. Namaskar. Jai Jinendra. Dr. Mukesh Mehta this side. I am a member of ISJS family, and now I would like to introduce myself briefly. I completed my master's in Buddhist Studies from Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Delhi, and then I did my PhD from the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. I have also done my second master's in Pali from Sampurnanand Sanskrit University, Varanasi, and pursuing third master's in Prakrit and Jain studies in private mode from Vishwakarma University, Pune. I have done various certificate, diploma courses and other programs related to ancient Indian languages like Prakrit, Sanskrit and Pali from different universities and institutions like Central Sanskrit University, Pune University, University of Mumbai, Bhogi Lal Laharchand Institute of Indology, Delhi, and International School for Jain Studies, and so on. I have completed various workshops related to ancient Indian and other scripts like Brahmi, Old Devanagari, Newari, and Tibetan from Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, Delhi, and Nalanda University, Nalanda, and other institutions. Currently, I am working as a research associate at ISJS on its dictionary project. I have joined ISJS in April 2023, and I also got a chance to teach Brahmi script to the participants of the fourth batch of Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship, and I am very happy, very glad with their performances. They learned it very well, and now they have not only sound knowledge of Prakrit but Brahmi also. They can now read Brahmi inscriptions, they can transliterate from Brahmi to Roman and Roman to Brahmi, and I wish them all for their success in future. So that's it. Thank you all for listening me patiently. Thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mukesh. As Mukesh ji mentioned, that the first time you introduced Brahmi in our 9-month Prakrit program. And when we published this news in our newsletter, so after that, we received many queries and many scholars, not only from India, even from abroad, requested us to offer an online program on Brahmi. So I requested Mukesh to prepare a course curriculum for a 15 days program on Brahmi. And just few days back, on a short notice, he prepared and hand over to me. And I hope very soon, after our summer program, we will announce a 15-day workshop, online workshop on Brahmi under Dr. Mukesh Mehta. He has done his PhD under a well-known face in the field of Pali and Buddhist studies, Professor Bimlendra Kumar, who is on a chair at Lumbini Buddhist University, Nepal. Fortunately, he is here with us. And actually, Professor Bimlendra Kumar was the instrumental to sign an agreement with Lumbini Buddhist University to start a course on genealogy over there. So I thank Professor Bimlendra Kumar. Now, the time is to invite our Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship participants to share their views, their feedback, what they learned from this course during these 9 months, what they think about this program, and what are their suggestions, if any, for the improvement, and how they are going to utilize the learning of Prakrit in their academic life ahead. So first, I would like to invite Mr. Samyak Modi. Samyak.
Jain, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
So Jai Jinendra, Jai Hind. I'm very glad to be part of Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship from the 4th batch of it. And I cannot thank ISJS enough for this wonderful opportunity they gave me. I was someone from a different background. I had done my master's in international relations and strategic studies, and the kind of guidance, the kind of love and affection we got from all our teachers, from all our administrators, was just amazing. It was great. We had such a wonderful environment over here. We were actually learning something new each day of each of the 9 months that we had here. And I would say I was really addicted to studying Prakrit. I was seeing all the sutras everywhere and all the phonetic changes everywhere I saw. And it was so wonderful, wonderful. And it was all thanks to Dr. Sulek ji and Dr. Shugan ji's guidance and their good wishes. Also, Dr. Jaswant Modi's guidance and good wishes that I got this chance to do a PhD in religious studies at University of California, Riverside. And of course, there was so much support, so much love and affection from our teachers, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh, soon to be Dr. Pragya Jain, Dr. Mukesh Mehta, and Ms. Megha Kade. They taught us with such love and such affection, also with a lot of patience, I would say. And really, really grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much. And also, I would also like to give this credit to Dr. Srinivendra Pandey and also Mr. Sushil Jana, who have run this, who have administrated this school so well. And they just wrapped up the whole thing so wonderfully. And Yeah, thank you so much, ISJS, for investing in me. And thank you, Jai Jinendra.
Uh, thank you, Samyak. Thank you so much. Today, you made us proud. I was actually surprised during today's Viva Ose. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Now, I request Mr. Leonardo Statler. Over to you, Mr. Leo.
Okay, Jai Jinendra, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I recognize many faces among you, and it's so beautiful to see you all. Thank you very much. The first of all, can you load down? The first thing I would like to say is that I don't know if you are really aware of how big is this opportunity for me and for my fellow scholars in Brazil. So this is really one of a kind opportunity for us. It is so rare, so rare. I'll give you just one example of this. In Brazil, there's absolutely nothing ever published about Prakrit language. Not a single paper was ever published about Prakrit language in Brazil, right? So we have a vast continent ahead of us. And Dr. Pandey is absolutely right in what he said in the beginning, that language, well, I'm a historian. My master's was about yoga. So I am aware of Indian traditions, spiritual traditions, Indian culture. But if I'm not acquainted with the language, if I don't know the language, if I truly do not understand the language, something's missing, something's lacking. So my staying here is absolutely important because of this. I came here on June of previous year. I stayed here for the 5-week summer school program. Then I came again for the 9-month course. And at the end, it's almost like I've been here in India for 1 whole year, right? And this wouldn't be possible if the staff here couldn't offer me everything I need, taking care of all my necessities here, because there's always the cultural gap, right? But not in one single moment here I was feeling bad, I was having any trouble, any difficulty. It was such an easy adaptation for me, right? And this is another thing which Dr. Pandey mentioned, which is a very interesting feature of this course, is that each of us are coming from a different background. Samyak is coming from international relations. Harshit is a Sanskrit scholar here in India. Anahita is a linguistic. So each of us is sharing our lights with each other, helping each other, and learning with each other every day, different things in a very inspiring environment, right? So we have this beautiful visit of Dr. Corina, right? Dr. Corina, and a very inspiring personality. So this makes us want to do things, right? And now I have this knowledge with me. All my ideas are possible to be achieved, right? So I came here, I have I was unable to read Devanagari. I learned Devanagari. My knowledge of Sanskrit was below minimum. And this is only the beginning for me. This is only the beginning for me. And now, after this, so many possible connections can be done. So many projects. I give you 2 examples, 2 beautiful examples. One is that I'm also doing my PhD while I'm here. My PhD is about Jain tradition, relations and interactions between monks and householders, sadhus and shravakas. My first chapter, which is more than 100 pages, is going to be published by a Brazilian publishing house under the name of What is Jainism? Right? They have this collection about world religions. There's almost nothing published in Brazil about Jainism. So this would be a book, an introduction book about Jain tradition in Brazil, from things which I discovered here, things which I learned here with the help of my teachers and with the help of my friends. And after this, as I'm saying, and this is just the beginning, I have projects for translation, right? The Paesi Kahanian. And with Dr. Gohis of the Jain Studies of Birmingham University as well. So I'm really, really happy, really excited, and really inspired with all the help you could provide us here. This is just the beginning for us. Thank you so much for whatever you offered me here in this beautiful stay here.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you. As today morning, I said that now you are our representative and flag bearer, particularly for Prakrit and Genealogy. So thank you. Now I request Mr. Harshit Misra. Harshit.
Jai Jinendra, thank you, sir. I feel very proud to get opportunity to participate in this fourth BMPF program. In fact, the way Prakrit and Apubhrans are taught here in this program prepares participants to be able to study and understand the grammatical structure of Prakrit words, its Sanskrit rendering, and also its English meaning. Before coming to this program, I could not imagine that Prakrit and Apubhrans could be taught on the pattern of Padinian grammar. It's different for me, and it's amazing. We found that each and every sutra involved in the functional of the words is taught. The pattern followed here is competent is analysis of the word through the sutras as the completion of this course. I must say that through this program, researchers become able to work on original text. This program also develops capacity to teach Prakrit and Apubhrans. And the teaching practice done by us is in this program is for very great value. I hope to work in the field of Prakrit and Apubhrans and genealogy and use original sources, which is very necessary in this time for research. So I'm very, very grateful to ISJS management, faculties of ISJS for all they have done to me. I will wrote some verses for express our grateful for our teachers, but not a very time. So I will conclude a verse is like it's a goal of my life. So जीवने यावदादाने स्यात् प्रदाने ततो अधिकम इत्ते सा प्रार्थना अस्माकं भगवन् परिपूर्यताम्. It means, oh God, please fulfill our request that as much we were earning in life, let us be able to grant more than that back to society. So we are earning to the Prakrit, so let us be able to grant more than back to the society. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Harshit. Harshit is actually a very good poet. On my birthday, he wrote Prakrit verses for me. And you said that you hope that you are going to work in the field of Prakrit. But I firmly believe that you are going to work in the field of Prakrit and genealogy. So thank you, Harshit. Now I request Dr. Anahita.
Jainendra, everyone. That time is too short for me to express how much I've benefited from having the opportunity to spend this year here in Pune. And of course, I'm speaking of the strengths I've gained in Prakrit, but also of the wonderful immersion in Jain and Indian culture, the connections I've formed, and so forth. And for this, I'm eternally grateful to so many people who are here present, to the donors who support our program, to our dedicated teachers who have put so much work into teaching Monday to Friday for 9 months, to our staff, where would we all be without sociology? And of course, to my 3 classmates, who are now my dear friends, and from whom I also have learned so much. This program has so many strengths, and I will just pick out a few that I have found particularly beneficial. We've been able to practice reading important texts, not only in Maharashtri, but also in Upper Brahmsha, Magadhi, and Sharaseni, giving us exposure to a wide range of Prakrit speech forms, from the Shvetambara Agamas to more secular literature. Professor Ashok sir has given us extensive lectures on both Prakrit literature and on the Prakrit grammatical tradition, which provided extremely valuable context on these complicated domains. And I'm sure that my notes on these subjects will be valuable reference materials for me in my future work. Megha and Pragya have both encouraged us to develop as researchers. And this, I think, is particularly valuable for those of us who come to BMPF at a junior stage in their career. Through having us present presentations in class on relevant topics, such as Prakrit grammarians. And of course, Mukesh has taught us Brahmi with great efficiency and thoroughness. Now, this is an immensely valuable skill for Indologists. And now I can say that it was a huge pleasure when Leo and I went to Ajanta last month to be able to decode some real live Brahmi on the wall of a cave on the basis of the information we learned from Mukesh. As for my future plans, as I sadly conclude this phase of my life, I dream of teaching Prakrit. And it's one of my greatest hopes that I will find myself in an academic position that will make that possible. Where I will be able to draw on all the skills that I've been able to acquire and practice here. In the meantime, I will carry on using my Prakrit skills for my own research. Now, I have a particular interest in Jain narrative literature, much of which remains untranslated, and I hope to publish books and articles on this in the future, and ideally to produce my own translations into English. And I'd also like to add that I've done some reading of narrative literature in my own time while here in Pune, and I'm particularly grateful to Ashok sir for taking the time to go over some of this material with me out of class hours. It truly shows the depth of his dedication to advancing the study of Prakrit. And so, again, thanks to all.
Thank you, Anahita. I believe that you are going to produce teachers in your class, not students. You are going to produce teachers. Friends, you know, she is a professor in California University, but she came here as a student of Prakrit. But today, in Viva Usi, she was replying like a teacher, like a trained scholar. So I believe that you are going to produce many scholars like you. So, friends, now I would like to invite our mentors, Sulek ji, Dr. Modi, Dr. Suganji. If you like to interact with our participants, you have any question, any curiosity, so you are most welcome.
Jai Jinendra to everyone. And it's a beautiful day, beautiful occasion. Dr. Pandey, as I was listening to from all the participants and from you and others, I made some notes and I recollected some of my memory. Number one, I want to congratulate all the scholars who are graduating today. Absolutely great. Secondly, I want to thank all the teachers, organizers, and the management of ISJS who made this possible. Now, ISJS started in 2005. Since that time, it has been providing many educational programs, but not in Prakrit. 8 years ago, I used to interact with the professor Professor Dr. Ann Monius at Harvard University. She was a very top-notch Sanskrit scholar, and I'm sure Christopher Chappell knows. And she told me many times, Sulek ji, we must also, in addition to giving education about Jainism, we need to produce scholars in Prakrit and Sanskrit. That time, this whole idea of Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship started. It's a very intensive program, and also the selection process is very intensive. Christopher Chappell, myself, Dr. Shukan Jain, Shirendra Tripande, and many of us. We interview all the people who apply for this program. And after a thorough interview evaluation, these scholars were selected. So since for the last 5 years you've been conducting, and also let me tell you quickly that it costs a lot of money. This fellowship, we provide fully paid boarding, lodging, all the teaching facility, and also spendable money. And I think my guess is Dr. Pandey, probably we spend on each scholar about 10 lakh rupees for this program, each scholar. Where is this all money come from? My brothers and sisters, Dr. Jaswant Modi, who is here, who has been the benefactor, he has been supporting this program. And he says, Sulek ji, why do you stop at 4? That's 50 people. Okay, so that's where the challenge is. 30 years ago, many people used to tell me that Sulek ji, Prakrit is going to be extinct language. But what I hear now and what the other programs throughout the country are going on in Prakrit, not anymore. So it gives me great joy. Very quickly, let me just go through. The scholars have come from 4 countries, which means USA, UK, Brazil, and India. And out of 15 scholars, 1 attending became a chaired professor, Shivani Bothra, chaired professor at University of California, Kent State University in Long Beach, a product of this program. 1 attendee, Anahita Hughes, returned to UCLA. She was already teaching Jainism as a faculty member. UCLA is a very top prestigious university. So I want to thank you. 8 attendees, now and before. who came through this program, they are enrolled in PhD program. So wow, in few years we will have a huge, availability of scholars well versed in Prakrit. So we are grateful. I think Dr. Pandey, you mentioned one attendee of this program is a translator at National Law University. Okay, where can we get? This is the most successful program, and I feel so great. It is unique and it is one of its kind. So I want to thank everyone who participated and all the one who are providing support to make this happen. Thank you and Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Uh, we feel that we are able to do anything under your able guidance. So thank you for your support, for your guidance. Thank you for being with us. Now I would like to request Dr. Jaswant Modi. Over to you, sir.
Unmute, Jasmai. Unmute. Yeah.
Jai Jinendra. Thank you very much for organizing this beautiful program to study our ancient language. Learning Prakrit is an ancient language from the scholars. It's a privilege to understand the Jain philosophy that is written in a profound way by our Tirthankars. Learning Prakrit will help critical analysis of Prakrit manuscripts and inscriptions to restructure historical context and linguistic evaluation. It unlocks the original text. Prakrit is a language of an ancient Jain scriptures like Agams and Angas. Scholars can guide you through this text, revealing the original teachings of the Jainism. It reveals nuanced meanings. Prakrit is a complex language, and the scholars can help you understand the subtle nuances of the Jain philosophical concepts such as Anekantvad and Syadvad. It provides the historical context. Scholars can place Jain philosophy within its historical and cultural context, helping you understand the development of Jain thought and its significance. It enhances the understanding of the key concepts deeper into the key Jain concepts of ahimsa, karma, and moksha, providing a richer understanding of Jain philosophy. It encourages critical thinking. Scholars can guide you in applying Jain philosophical concepts to the contemporary issues, fostering critical thinking and problem-solving skills. It supports spiritual growth. Understanding Jain philosophy through Prakrit can deepen your spiritual practice, allowing you to connect with the teaching on a more profound level. It fosters the appreciation of Jain culture. Learning Prakrit from the scholars can also cultivate an appreciation of Jain art, literature, and a culture, enriching our understanding of philosophy. Learning Prakrit also helps to understand Indian culture, literature, and the linguistic history, and it helps to trace the developments of many other languages. By learning Prakrit from the scholars, you can gain more comprehensive and a nuanced understanding of a Jain philosophy, enabling you to encourage with the teachings in a more meaningful and an impactful way. I'm so glad with the management, including Dr. Shugan Jain, Dr. Sulek Jain, Dr. Srinatra Pandey, Dr. Pragnya Jain, under the umbrella of Dr. Firodia that this program is going on and pretty soon it will start into the 5th year from 24 to 25. And I asked Sulexi that instead of taking 4 candidates, you should take as many candidates as you can because the time is short. So thank you very much for everybody's help, including participants, professors, teacher, and the management. Jai Jinendra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. When I sent a proposal for the 5th Bhagwan Mahavir Prakrit Fellowship to Dr. Modi, and just next day, I got his approval. And the same day, I received a call from Dr. Sulekji, and he asked me to take participants as much as possible. And he told that money is not a problem for fellowship. So yes, I take it as a challenge. It's very difficult to find scholars for the 9-month long period, but I have taken this challenge and we will do. I believe that we will get more participants this year. So thank you, sir.
Dr. Pandey,
Yes,
for
sir.
the Jain community, money is never a problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for your continuous
Welcome.
support and guidance. Thank you, sir. Now I request our president, founder, Dr. Suganchan Jain.
Jadu Sudevda. This is a greeting in Prakrit, which means I bow to Shrut Devi, the goddess of learning. Today is a very special day for me. I remember my days as a student when I was learning, working for my MA and PhD degrees in Jain philosophy. I had a lot of problem understanding the principles because what I was reading generally was translation of translations without access to the original text. So I took on my own to enroll for a 6-month-long Prakrit program. And it did wonders to me. Because when I started reading the text, especially Uttarajan and the 5th one, Vyakya Prakriti, there are so many different and wrong, translations being propagated of the original sutras. And I used to have a lot of arguments with the authors and the sadhu. So I resolved that we will start this project, ISJS, first to produce English-speaking, scholars, but ultimately we have to produce scholars who can read the original text and then carry the meaning in English further. So today is the culmination of that wish. And I thank Dr. Jaswant Modi first, because Modi ji, money makes the mayor go. Without money, I cannot start any project. So I thank you very much. Then Sulev, naturally, I don't have to thank him. He is like me. We both work together to see things happening. Dr. Pandey, and especially Ashok Singh. Ashok Singh has been associated with me for the last 15 years, from the days of, Parsna Vidyapith. And I had, unfortunately, he had been following me, staying with me all through. So Ashok Singh, Dr. Pandey, and the faculty, you see the young faculty who are very committed. And to accelerate this process, I said, let us make an online dictionary in Prakrit also. so that people who are away overseas, they can have access to such a document in case they have problems. And we always have scholars have problems. So all these are going, and I hope very soon we will have these facilities so that the problems I faced while I was doing my MA and PhD, the new scholars will not have that problem, and there will be a better interpretation of the Jain text. So I thank all of you, the participants who have worked so hard. I had the opportunity to meet them, for short times during my visits to Pune, the faculty members, everybody, and some of the people who are not visible, Dr. Professor Viplendra Kumar from Lumbini University, whom I met during my visit. So these are the people, whom help you grow a good thing like Prakrit. So I hope the graduating class, you become our ambassadors, carry the work forward, and do put a word to your other colleagues to take the benefit of this excellent opportunity. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Before we end this session, I would like to request Pragya to just show their certificates.
वो डिक्शनरी भी दिखा दो, वो डायरेक्टली दिखा दो, उसने जो बनाई है ना, ग्रामर की किताब जो बनाई है. You have that book on grammar, English translation of the grammar?
Just a minute, so yeah, yes. So congratulations, Mr. Samyak Modi, Harshit Mishra, Leonardo Stackler, and Dr. Anahita. So we congratulate you all, and we wish a bright future ahead. So thank you all. Thank you so much. I thank you all to make this event fruitful. Thank you so much.